All right, guys. So today we're going to talk about the leads of a story. And a lead is how a story starts. But here's the thing, we're in third grade now, so we're going to make our leads a lot more exciting because it is really hard for your teacher, that'd be me, to read 21 papers that all start the exact same way. Hi, my name is Soker, and I'm going to tell you about the time that I went on a lake and then I went swimming. You guys, if I have to read that 21 times, I'm gonna fall asleep. You don't want a teacher to fall asleep when they're reading your writing. We're better than that. We're gonna do better leads than that. A lead grabs your reader's attention and it keeps them hooked and wants them to continue reading your story. You definitely don't want snoozers because if they're snoozers, they fall asleep. And then the cool part of your story never gets read. So today, we're going to practice leads. When we're talking leads, there's actually a bunch of different kinds of leads that can be really, really exciting. We're going to look at the lead from our book that we read, Come On Rain. And if you remember from this book, the book started off with, "Come on, rain," I say, squinting into the endless heat. Mama lifts a listless vine and sighs. 3 weeks and not a drop, she says, sagging over her parched plants. You're writing spirals, and I want you to find the next blank page. And the reason I want you to find the next blank page is because we're going to fold it down like we did in our reading spirals. You just need one page, and you're going to fold it down to make that marker. We're going to label it narrative. 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 So I have my little book and I sketched it out. And so I remember that I'm planning for my first half marathon and my first run was in January. Oh my gosh, I totally remember when I woke up, I actually spoke out loud and I grumbled and I said, "This is so ridiculous. Why am I waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday to go running?" Ugh. Using this fun half marathon I trained for, I can still make a lead being an action lead. So I remember, because based on my other lead, I was kind of grumpy when I woke up because it was so early. And if you've ever been grumpy or you haven't wanted to get out of bed for something, and I know we've all done this where you just kind of like kick the covers and you're just like flopping around and maybe you pound on your pillow a little bit because you just don't want to. And yes, I was a grown-up, but yes, I still acted that way because I just didn't want to. So that is an action to start my story. It's the same story I've been working on. It just changes how it starts a little bit when you know how grumpy I was. And a lead is how your story starts. So if I am talking about where my story starts and where it takes place, that's my setting. I can still use my same story to create a setting lead. So my story starts in my nice, warm bedroom where I was sound asleep. It was so great. And then my alarm went off and I checked the weather and I was about to go outside where it was so cold. There was frost on the ground. So on Seesaw, you have an activity and it says leads, narrative writing. And it's probably, your hardest assignment ever. Just kidding, it's not. You're going to add a response. You're going to click on the photo. You're going to take a picture of your leads and you're going to turn it into me. That is your writing assignment.